I took away from this is kids are resilient. Kids really, they just wow me. Like, I was stressing out at home and everything, but the kids, they were like, okay, let's get this done.
Be prepared for the unexpected is the lesson we all had to learn. We need to serve the kids of this district and what's going on here, emotionally and socially, as well as educationally. That's the big takeaway piece, making kids feel secure in what they're learning and safe in this environment.
The need for science of integrating it into our curriculum to talk about these things. In my classes, we talked about COVID, we talked about what's the genetic material, we talked about the vaccines, and having these real-life application lessons where students are able to really interact. We don't want to be in a lecture, we want to be in a student-centered learning. That's something that was re-emphasized for me being in this pandemic.
Kids have really suffered this year since the pandemic, and we really need to value their input, their opinion. The tests will always take care of themselves. I just believe as an educator, you have to always be mindful of how your kids are feeling.
Early on in the pandemic, as an English teacher, I had asked the kids to keep a COVID journal 3 times a week, just to sit and do a digital journal entry and just record what was happening in their lives. So whether that was in their immediate family, in their community, or nationally. So just watching those digital journals sort of evolve in light of the new protests and Black Lives Matter movement, and coupled with the pandemic. One student in particular, there was a poetry activity, and she had written that her father was sick, and she wrote this beautiful poem the weekend he had passed away. It was due to complications from COVID. And these are the types of things we're dealing with as teachers.
Communication with our students. They've been amazing with rolling with all of the changes. I tell my students all the time that they're rock stars, and that is important to kind of acknowledge them and all the changes that they've gone through, but it's definitely working as a team.